Let's go, baby! The Vancouver Canucks, our Vancouver Canucks, dominated Dallas in Dallas. It was absolutely glorious. We all predicted. Okay, maybe we didn't. We didn't. We were doom and gloom. We were in depression. The fan base was melting down. But listen to me, everyone. You never know what's going to happen. It's a league of parity. This team is going to be a roller coaster ride. I told you this, I don't know how many, like a month ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. Listen, you're going to need to buckle up because the Vancouver Canucks are going to take us on a ride. Just when you think we're down, we're out, it's over. You might as well tank for McKinnon. McKenna. I always say McKinnon. I would tank for McKinnon too. Okay, McKenna. No. We are coming live strong. Listen, some of you are going to say, bro, relax. It's game 4. It's game 4. It's just a regular season game. Why are you so excited? Why are you planning the parade? Because listen to me very closely. If this was Chicago, you guys would have said, oh, it's just Chicago. But it was Dallas. It was Dallas. The stars, the superstars. And you know what? Nobody picked us to win. Nobody. And here we are. Big, massive win. It was absolutely fantastic and beautiful. And we dominated Dallas in the second period. And we win our first game on the road 5-3. This is a 5-game winning, or it should be 5-game. Let's go. 5-game winning streak. It's a 5-game road trip. And let's just see. It started off on a great foot. And there are so many awesome things. And the big question I want to ask you tonight is this. Will the Canucks go on a winning streak after tonight's big win in Big D? Yee-hoo! Yeah, let's go. Let's go. We want to keep this rolling. Keep it rolling, everyone. Okay, let's dive into some of the things. I had an orange tonight, and some of it's still in the teeth. Okay, let's dive in. Okay, so Lecker-Mackey is scratched. Everyone was shocked about that. But Carlson and Sasson were in, and they were added to this thing. And the lineup had some huge changes. The line changes end up becoming huge and massive, and it was absolutely fantastic. What was surprising about tonight, though, out of all the players that we're going to talk about, Sherwood was quiet tonight. He's had a fantastic start to the season. 3 goals in 3 games. He was quiet this evening, okay? He was quiet this evening. But the boys came to play in the second period. After the first period, I was looking at different Discord things, X, Instagram, Facebook, wherever, and everyone was down. Well, that's it. Sell the team, rebuild, blah, blah, blah. We're getting our butts kicked. And we were. There's no doubt about it. We were absolutely getting hammered on against us. So we were sitting there. I'm just deleting. I'm closing some screens here as I'm talking. But we were losing 2-0. And we'll talk about some of the goals here. But we're down. And everyone's saying it's over. It's over. You might as well rebuild. And guess what? The second period. Guys, girls, listen to me very carefully. In the NHL, it's really wild and weird, okay? You can dominate one period and win the game. Now, thankfully, we played 2 good periods tonight, but the first period was terrible, and the second period was dynamic, and the third period was just good enough, and we get the W 5-3. I loved it. What a game. We might as well plan the parade. Why not? Because it's all overreaction theater. We're like, we're in the dumps. We're the worst team ever. And then it's like, we win. Let's go. We were winning the cup. We're going to the cup, baby. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at. So it's an up and down season. Like I said, it's a roller coaster ride, but that was fun tonight. But let's be honest. Garland was great. He was great. He wasn't just average. He wasn't just good. He was great. He was on fire, and he should have scored a hat trick tonight, everyone. He was phenomenal. That might be one of the better games I've seen Garland play in the last couple of years. Actually, in all the years as a Vancouver Canuck. And he's had some really good games as a Canuck. But that one, it's got to be in the top 5, if not the top 3. That's how dominant he was in that second period. Oh, my goodness. He was flying everywhere. And that's the thing is, and we'll talk about the lines in a moment, but that's an important piece, giving him not only the extra time, but just allowing him to cook. Like, hey, Connor, we need some help. This top line doesn't look good. Can you help us out? We need a spark. And he's like, spark? A spark? That's exactly what we're looking. I'm the spark guy. I'm the spark watch guy. And if you just let me fly and give me that torch, we're gonna burn up, baby. We're gonna burn up. I don't know. I'm trying to be funny. But really, like, in all honesty, if you think about it, Garland was fantastic. He was fantastic. And one thing about Garland that we can say, and I know I'm hyping it up a bit, but the thing that you can really say about Garland is, like, he never quits. His motor keeps running. He's just that guy. That's the kind of guy you want on your team, to be inspiring to the other players, to keep it up, to do what you need to do. I was so impressed with him this evening. It was fun to watch him play. And yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. But can we also talk about my favorite guy? Well, he's one of my favorite goalies. I think Luongo's my favorite. Kirk McLean. Then I think I'm going Demko, everyone, because Demko is dynamic again. So solid in net. Absolutely loved watching him play. I always talk about it. Demko is the difference maker. He is the guy you gave the huge contract to, and nobody had a problem giving him a huge contract if he's healthy, because when he's healthy, he plays like he has this season. He is fantastic. What a goalie. What a player. He's so calm in net. It's like he's just like this veteran guy. He's like, I've got this, boys. I'm going to carry you on my back, and I got you. I'm going to shut the door. No one else is going to be coming here. Now, granted, he let that third goal go in, but I mean, we were on the penalty kill, plus they had pulled their goalie. So it was a 6-on-4, what beautiful pass across and scored. So I'm not saying that was on Demko. It just happened. I'm not saying it was bad by the team. All I'm saying was it happened. But Demko, in my opinion, was dynamic again tonight, and that's what it looks like when you have him in the net. Because game 1, he torches Calgary. Game 2, he saved our bacon, and it was basically a 1-goal game until the empty netter. And so he only allowed 1 goal in that game. And then tonight, he technically let in 3. But boy, he was awesome, and I loved watching him. Now, I told you all, put the Abbotsford special together, Baines, Sasson, and Carlson, and let them cook, guys. Let them cook. And they were fantastic all evening long. I loved watching this team, these guys. They have the chemistry already. That's what I've been telling you. Like last year, they dominated the AHL, and they were so good in the playoffs. They were absolutely fantastic. Just keep these guys together. If you want to keep Baines up, then keep these three together and let them cook. The problem is now, where do you put Lekkerimäki? That is the challenge. Now, you know what? I know that Canuck fans don't want to talk about this, but if we're honest, Lekkerimäki is one of those guys that has been in the trade rumors, and it seems like the Vancouver Canucks are open if they're going to trade any of the young guys, that it would be Lekkerimäki that would be on the move. And so I know that I don't want to trade any of them at this stage, because I think the future is bright in Vancouver, and I want to keep all those guys together. I want to keep Lekkerimäki, but if we're sincerely trying to improve this team and want to make a trade, there's going to be a team out there that says, I want a guy like Lekkerimäki. But I don't know what you do with him. I think he's fantastic. I think he can play left wing, right wing, no problem. So you guys know that. But yeah, there's so much going on. Oh, I've got my hockey cards. I forgot to bring them down here. Where did I put them? I don't think I brought them down here. Dang it. I'm going to have to do that tomorrow. Okay, I'll do that tomorrow. So just like you know, if you watched before, I made a full-length video and had the pack openings, And then I also did a short form content of it as well. Okay, let's talk a bit about Pettersson. EP40. I think he was good and he was bad, but he was more good than bad. Okay, so he wasn't great. He didn't dominate. There was times where he looked really good, and then there was times where looked really bad. Now, for example, first goal of the game, he scores on his own net that tips it right in, and it's not even Demko's fault. It's like, what do you do about that? EP40 just scored on you. Like, you can't make this up. He's had such a bad season, and it's just been, he's been so meh and average or less than average, and everyone's screaming and so critical, and I get it, and I've been one of those guys for sure. But then you go and you let the yeah, it's off of your stick, bro. Your stick. Now, he had that incredible block at the end of the game. He won some big face-offs. He had some great passes. He kept the possession of the puck a few times. I mean, there was that was probably his best moments. Was there? But I mean, he looked okay. But like, Garland drove that line, and this is what probably drives me nuts is, well, I just want EP40 to be a guy who drives the line. When you make $11.6 million, I want him to be the dominant force on the forwards. I want him to be driving the line, but he's not that guy. He's like a complementary player. He lets someone else be dominant, and then he can kind of be a complementary player who can be really effective. And that's just what we're seeing right now. I feel like we've seen that for about a year and a half now. And but if we just talk about this year, this is probably the best game he's had, and I wouldn't say it was amazing. Now, I believe he had an assist tonight, and he had it on the Brock Besser power play goal. So that's okay. I mean, it's fine. It was the secondary assist, not the primary, but everything counts. And so, it was like, let's put it this way. It was his best game. Okay. It was his best game. And I appreciated that there was improvement. I'm hoping we're going to see more out of EP40. In fact, I would predict against Chicago that he's probably going to have his best game of the year. But we'll see. But just, again, that was fantastic. Now I want to show you quickly the new lines that I made. I made this video. I made a video about this right before the game started. And here were the new lines. So what shocked me about the first line was this. They put Drew O'Connor up on that first line. He's been a fourth liner for the first 3 games. Okay. So I'm gonna explain all this in much more detail. Then I'm gonna get into your comments, and I'm so excited that you're here. Sorry that it's only 14 minutes, but I want to dive into this, and then I want to talk about the 5 road games coming up, and then I want to get into your comments. There's already over 81 comments tonight. There's 74 people watching live right now. So glad that you're here. Okay, so Drew O'Connor moves from the fourth line to the first line. And I was like, first thing I was like, that sucks. Now, I like the Garland going up to the top line with Pettersson, but I'm like, why would they do that? And then I just started thinking, you know what? Drew's got speed. Garland's got speed. And that is the thing that blows me away about Coach Foote is, why did he try to force the DeBrusk, Besser, Pettersson line? He had all offseason, and you looked at training camp, preseason, the first 3 games, he's like, I'm keeping these guys together. These 3 are going to be great together. The problem is they weren't great together. And I get he's trying to force it, but they're too slow for Pettersson. They don't complement. You know what? Brock Besser scored 40 goals with JT Miller. He didn't score 40 goals with Pettersson. Now, but he did have a great year. Wasn't it the year that he had 102 points? Was Kuzmenko had 39 goals, everyone. Kuzmenko had 39 goals. He's no longer here. I don't know if you know that. So if you think about it that way, it wasn't the same thing, right? It wasn't the same thing. So you have this line being united, and the speed was noticeable. I think that Garland just dominated that line. Now, the second line, which again, Hedl, you know what? Hedl has played better than Pettersson. And so I thought maybe this DeBrusk and Besser Hedl line will be good. I thought they were pretty good tonight. Hedl had the beauty. That pass from Kane all the way to the other end, to the blue line, and Hedl got it. And what speed, that was absolutely amazing. And it looked like his goal from game 1 against the Calgary Flames, right? And so that was absolutely, that's what started the scoring, that pass from Kane. And you know what? A lot of Canuck fans have been so upset. I've seen fans who say, I'm no longer cheering for the Vancouver Canucks because Patrick Kane's on the team. And I'm like, what? You're gonna quit cheering for your team because you don't like Patrick Kane that much? Wow. Like, I get it. I'm like, when are you gonna come back? When Kane's off the team? I'm like, well, so at least for this whole season? It was weird. I don't know. I think that's weird. Don't you think? Like, I get it. You might not like him. But at the end of the day, we're talking about you support the team, right? Like, I've been pretty upset about Pettersson, but I still support the team. It's hard to watch sometimes. It's disappointing sometimes. It's like, interesting. Yeah, you're allowed to fandom any way you want, but that's not the way I would do it. Okay. Third line was Kane, Ratu, and Sherwood. They were okay. I wouldn't say they would be great, but that fourth line of Sasson and Baines and Carlson was fantastic. And then I've been saying this is the 3 D pairings that I've been wanting all year, all off season. I love these 3 D pairings. So, and then Demko and net tonight. I think Lankinen starts tomorrow night. So I don't know. I think I should roll with this lineup again tomorrow night. And usually they do when they win. They keep it together. They keep the band together, everyone. Okay, 108 comments. I get it. You want to talk? Let's dive in. Let's talk, and let's get this. First of all, we got 5 road games. The update is we win in Dallas 5-3. We play tomorrow against Chicago. And is it Sunday against Washington? I think it is. And then Pittsburgh next week, Nashville next week, and the road trip's over. And then we come home, I believe, to play Montreal at home. So there it is. I wonder what our record would be. I was hoping that we would be 3-2 to end this road trip. That's what I'm hoping for. But I predicted 2-1. So we'll see what happens now that we beat Dallas. I thought for sure that was a loss, but we won, baby. We won. Okay, so let's dive in to your comments. I'm going to hit the promo, and then I'm going to take the glasses off, and I'm going to get into your comments. So glad you're here. What a huge win tonight. All right, everyone, let's go. Let's go. Okay, there's so many comments. This is awesome. And Jesse is in the building. Woo, Nux. See you in 105 minutes. Okay. You came in at 7:44. I wanted to go live. There was a lot going on with family, picking up my son, and he had volleyball practice, had to clean up the house, all that kind of stuff, so I couldn't go live. Tomorrow night, I'm hoping to go live right after the games ends, but we'll see. We'll see. EP40 came in clutch. I'm sure I wouldn't say clutch. You know, the big block for sure. I don't. Yeah. He had some good moments. He was better. He was more good than bad. Okay. So the Abbey line came in huge, and I did get the Tim Horton cards. They're just upstairs, so I'll have to wait until tomorrow. We'll have to wait till tomorrow. I'll open them tomorrow for sure. So we did it. Canucks go boom. That's right. Dave Bootsma, good to see you, my friend. Connor McGarland, I love it. Absolutely. I'm loving it. Jays win, Canucks win, Oilers lose. Great night, right, Justin? Absolutely. Winning is our business, and business is good. Go Canucks, go. That's awesome. Elfrin's here. Big star win for the Vancouver Canucks. Let's go. Oh, man. Did the Canucks winning magic in Dallas stayed over for a few months from that ridiculous OT win? Yeah, that was amazing. That was absolutely amazing. Shannon is in the building, and she's pumped. What an awesome game. Absolutely. We just need to stay positive. Enough doom and gloom. Yeah, we had enough doom and gloom. Let's be positive. Let's celebrate. We don't need it in our sport. I mean, we can be honest, but character win tonight, Navorius. That's absolutely true. For sure. Canucks land is here. Big W for the boys tonight. Not a game they were expected to win. Now they need to try hard and get the back-to-back wins. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. By the way, I saw that you've already posted the post-game show, the post-game highlights on your TikTok, and I was uploading my TikTok before I went live on this show. And I was like, oh, I got to watch that later. So good job on those. You do an awesome job. So if you're on TikTok, make sure you follow Canucks Land. He does tons of content. Better anticipation and positioning. They were moving their feet way more. Garland was awesome. And Shannon, I hope the Canucks can take the win to Chicago. Absolutely. Let's get another one. Let's go back to back. Great pressure from Petey and Kane on that play to force the turnover too. Yeah, by the way, I agree with that. That turnover that Garland got was awesome. And then he did the rest, everyone. Love the way the Canucks came back and won tonight. It was awesome. Power play was impressive. Absolutely, man. We had 2 power play goals. Actually, we had 1 power play goal, but that 1 power play was good. We looked a lot better on the power play tonight. The last goal, the second goal, we were on the power play, but it was the empty netter that Quinn Hughes got. So kind of cheap, but it counts, and it makes our power play percentage go better. Okay, I'm going to scroll down and see 2 power play goals, but 1 is empty netter. Yep, I just said that. Canucks, baby. Jays win. Cousin Rod's here. Cousin Vinny says, we all good now. The Canucks have won. And the Jays tied up the series. That was massive. And Chris is here. That's so good. Woo! Look at this. Simon is here in the building. Canucks Uncensored, my buddies. Good to see a huge W tonight. Absolutely. Let's go. Let's go. This team is up and down, bro. We, as Canuck fans, are very bipolar. But the reason why is because the team is. Absolutely. Absolutely. What do you think the keys of the game was? Garland, Demko. By the way, the amount of people that have been saying that the last 3 games Quinn Hughes has been garbage. It's like, do you watch hockey? Did you just check the highlights? Did you just see that it was -3? This guy is lightning. Tonight, Hughes put on a show with the skating, guys. Those spinoramas were awesome. They were absolutely awesome. And now, this is the crazy thing, Navorius. We're now expecting to beat Chicago. I was expecting to beat Chicago anyways. Michelle is here watching the Blue Jays game. Missed it. Happy Canucks won, but did Petey score? No, he didn't. He did not. We're starting the winning streak tonight. My hope is that they end up 5-3 out of this road trip. How can that be, man? We only play 5 on this road trip. That doesn't make sense. It can't be, because we don't play 10 on this road trip. My hope is that they end up 5-3 out of this road trip. So it's 3 games that we played already. Okay, I get it. My bad. You're right. I'm wrong. My apologies. Dreamer is in the building. So awesome. Always knew Garland should be on the top line. Yeah, you didn't doubt. Simon says, wasn't Dallas undefeated, but now they're undefeated. Now they're undefeated because that's good. Now they're defeated. That's what you mean. Vancouver beat them. How do you feel about that. I feel great, man. I feel great. Cousin Vinny, my wife, Big Bertha, said we are going to win, so I'm giving her some sugar. Wow. Okay. The TMI. Winning streak for the Canucks. Let's go. Canucks fans, pinch yourselves. I believe we are all still dreaming. You're going to wake up tomorrow, Roy. You're going to wake up tomorrow and you're going to go, was that a dream? No. We beat Dallas in Dallas. It was awesome. Okay. If PD does not score, this is a huge issue. I mean, as long as we're winning and even when he's struggling, I'm okay with that. But Coconuts, go Canucks, you meant to put Kelly. Good to see you, Kelly. I hope you're doing awesome. If they just move their feet, it makes a difference. Shocking, hey? I don't know. It just seems like too easy of a thing to say, but I don't know. Dreamer says it was 2-0 and I fell asleep and it was 4-2. You know what? Full disclosure, third period, I actually fell asleep. I've been pumping out so much content. Work's been really intense lately, and so I was pretty tired. I missed the first part of the third period. I watched a little bit of it and then I fell asleep. Woke up and so we were still winning 4-2. It was awesome. Okay. And the Oilers lost to Bo Horvat in the Islanders. So you know what sucks about that? I just dropped Bo Horvat in one of my leagues, and he scores a hat trick. It's like, really? Come on. Garland, keep on the first line. Loved his celebration. Absolutely. Mark, good to see you, my friend. Absolutely. Good, big, huge win. Of course, just remember, sports fans who doom post aren't real fans. Real fans never doubt. They believe, I don't agree with that, but I hear what you're saying, man. I think that we can be realistic and we can be honest about where our team is, but we still cheer them on no matter what. That's my thing. So doom posting, I think it happens. I mean, it's been pretty dark the last couple of games, eh? So yeah. Garland had his Red Bull. Royce has got to be honest. When we re-signed Garland, I was thinking it was potentially not a good contract. I think it's solid. I don't know if it was like a great contract because it is 6 years, but I think he's worth $6 million for sure. But he's got a spark every night. He definitely sparked tonight for sure. Spark plug Garland. You know, that's where we had Höglander as well as a spark plug. Bobby Boucher Jr., H2O for the win. Mark says a lot better effort in the second period. Yeah, it was awesome. Chris says that is the second come from behind victory in 2 games for the Canucks against Dallas, and Demko's 10 wins and 1 loss against them. That's insane. And you know what? They always start Casey DeSmith against us. It's like, oh, this team stinks. We're going to start up our backup. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Nothing is perfect. I love party RevTrev. I mean, we might as well enjoy it as long as it lasts, right? I think Lankinen comes in tomorrow. Roy says, super glad that the power play wasn't anemic. Yep. Joven, good to see you. Demko, Hughes, and Garland were the main reason why the Canucks won today. I'd agree, but it was an overall team effort. So, I mean, Hedl had a great goal. Sasson had a great goal. Besser had a good goal. Garland had a great goal. You know what I mean? So it was definitely there. You were right. I was right about Garland and Kane on PD's line all summer. Absolutely. You were right. The goal, the empty net goal by Hughes was really nice. Okay. This is the thing, Cousin Vinny, this is what I wanted to bring up when I showed the lines. And I wanted to say Sasson, he is a fast skater, but you can see how much better Sasson is than Coots at this stage of his career. Like Sasson is now a veteran, played a lot of times in the AHL, and he's had a lot of success lately. And you see him and look at the difference it makes having him in there. And Coots, I think, is going to be a really good player down the road. But man, it was good for him to be there and get some action. But it's like Sasson comes in and it's like, listen, man, I've been trying to make this team for a while, and I've got to clutch up, and he did. Sasson, keep Sasson the assassin. I love it. Roy says, also glad that EP40 played more minutes. The Canucks can't have him only playing 15 minutes or so. I agree. Lecky's been in trade rumors, and that's the truth. Whether you like it or not, it's true. Russ, put Connor in the press box. I'm okay with that. Put Leckermacky in, put Connor in the press box. Hey, Rev, you preach honest, realistic, and passionate. Demko only let in 2 goals from Dallas players. EP40 scored his own goal. It's true. What's my prediction on the new lines? I like him. I think that they're just going to keep them all together for the next game. So trade Höglander for future considerations. That would be good in the way of the cap space. It would free up $3 million for the next 3 seasons. But I don't think anyone, I don't know, if someone can do that, that's great. I just love Höglander, and I don't want to see him go. I mean, imagine if that was Höglander instead of Drew O'Connor tonight. I think it would have been even better. It would have even been better. I like Höglander, but he might have to get traded, right? Or who knows? Leckerman going to turn into a Podkolzin and get even better if we trade him. Maybe. Govin says, hopefully EP40 uses this game as a building block to get back to his old self. It's possibly 127 people in here. By the way, everyone, it doesn't cost you anything. Can you just take a moment to hit the like button? I'd really appreciate that. I need a bunch of likes. Guys, 133 people now in the building. Can you just hit the like button? It really helps. It drives up everything in here. So it's great. Carol, hey everyone, sorry I'm late. No, welcome. Absolutely. Bruce is in the building. Not saying much for his best game. I agree. You missed the hockey game altogether. Watch the highlights. It's worth it. Elford says, DOC on the first line, eh? Jeez, yeah, it was crazy. Everyone, don't forget Clay's streaming tonight. He does a great job. Love Clay. Love being on his 24-hour live stream with the boys. I think we just rocked it on that one. That was fun. It was fun together. Chicago is a big team now. Lots over 200 pounds. Well, that'll make tomorrow night more interesting. Are you guys going to show up for tomorrow night's post-game show? I think I'm going to go early. It's going to say 9:30, but if I can go early, I'm going early. So one great thing today is that the shot count was not sub 20. That's right. Callum says winning fix everything. Shot. How many shots were 20? Dallas had 31. Vancouver had 26. So, Bing Tang Warriors in the building. This is awesome. Good to see you. We're talking about Evander Kane, not Patrick Kane. Did I say Patrick Kane? That's hilarious if I said that. I really like Patrick Kane personally. No, I'm just so hyped up that I must have said the wrong name. My apologies. Too hyped. Well, the Twins had Alex Burrows when they weren't the fastest skaters who would free space for the Sedins. You know what? They were super skilled though, like super skilled. So 2 of the greatest players to ever play for our team. So, okay. Bedard seems to have found the next gear. We've got 5 games in the next 8 days. That's crazy. I wonder who has the most shots on the team. You can easily look that up. Is the Sunday game at 9:30 a.m.? What? Are you kidding? Let me just see that. That can't be true. Is it true? Wow. That is true. Actually, I can find it right here. I've got it on my phone. Oh, it is against the Capitals. 9:30 in the morning. I'm going to miss it. Don't they know that Sunday is football day? I go to church and then I watch football. I mean, like, there's too much going on. I got to watch my Packers. My goodness. Okay. I got to somehow watch the Canucks too. I got lots going on Sunday. I don't know if I'm going to pull it off. Did Mancini and Pettersson line hold? Yep, they were good. I loved Mancini playing with Hughes. What's Vancouver's record right now? That is a good question. So we are Game Center. It doesn't say. Anyways, we beat Calgary. We beat Calgary, and then we beat we lost 2 in a row, right? So we're 2-2. Canuck schedule. Yeah, we're 2-2. Just confirming. Yeah, we're 2-2. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Garland was awesome tonight. Carol, it's great to see you. Kelly is saying patience from Hughes was great. It blows me away, Kelly. Like, and you didn't say this, but like so many people would say Hughes has been terrible. It's like, really? Come on now. The Major General's in the building. Good to see you. I'm not drinking Pop Shop tonight. In fact, my fridge is full of Diet Cokes and normal Cokes right now. I've drank all my Pop Shops. I had lime and black cherry, and I also had a Dad's Old Fashioned root beer. But I've drank those in the last couple of weeks. Hughes is not only a Norris winner, he's also Dennis Savard, right? Score prediction versus the Blackhawks. I'm going to say 5-2 Vancouver. You have Horvat in fantasy. Lucky duck. Okay. If you don't move your feet, you can't have any pudding. We are all drinking Valentino Mancini martinis tonight. The kid is legit bona fide. I like him a lot. My NFL pool's going okay. I think some leagues. I'm in 14 leagues, so some leagues I won, some leagues I lost. Horvat was good. Party RevTrev is the best. Thank you. Are we bringing Horvat back? No, we're not. This team looks very strong, and they score in bunches on many lines. Can they do more of that? Major General, I hope that they can. Did the Canucks take their winning medication? Not sure. Philip is in the building. Hey, Trev, I became a member. Also, big win for the Canucks and Blue Jays. Sorry, I'm like, no problem, man. That's why you're able to use those emojis. You can't see it on this StreamYard, but on YouTube, everyone's seeing the Canucks win one. By the way, I got to fix those ones. I got to get rid of the Zadorov one and the JT Miller one. And I can't remember what we decided we were going to do. I think I need to do a Sherwood, Ryan says, I didn't get to watch the game today. Was Quinn Hughes in a better mood after winning? Of course, everyone's in a better mood after winning. Look at all these guys and girls who are members using their emojis. That's cool. Would you trade Marcus P to get cap space and a chance to get a center? That's a great question. My quick answer is yes, but I don't know if that's the right move. It depends what center we would get. But right now, I would just like to hold and see what we look like. I want to keep this team together for a bit longer to see what they really are. Yeah, Carol, PD got 1 assist. There's a bunch of trade rumors. I'm thinking about doing a video on that. Crazy. 9:30 Sunday morning. That's crazy. Yes, Russell is saying breakfast with the Canucks. Okay, that's cool. It's true, Rev. I'm thinking about missing communion. What? Don't do that. Don't do it. Just go to communion. Packers don't play until 1:25 p.m. That's right. I'm going to have to wear earbuds at church. Can you imagine? Yes! Oh, sorry, everyone. That'd be hilarious if we did that. That'd be so funny. Okay. Good, thanks. Alfred, did Pete? No, he got 1 assist. Okay, Hans. Dallas goalie pull without possession was comical. Hans, that's so right. Like, why did they do that? By the way, that Rantanen goal was epic. That guy is a superstar. He's a top 10 player. He's way better than Pettersson, guys. he's worth the money for sure. But man, he was fantastic. And by the way, speaking of which, I keep saying, by the way, there's so many things. Have you guys heard that Nashus no longer wants to be in Colorado, that he keeps rejecting the contract offers that Colorado gives him? And they say the reason why they don't want to give him a massive contract with lots of term is because they don't want to handcuff themselves when it comes to signing Makar. That Makar is their priority. So interesting. Absolutely. Good night, Canucks land. Got to get up early tomorrow. Have a great night. Thanks for being here. Hey, Joe, good to see you. I was just thinking about you. I love your Canadian trivia videos that you've been making, and I can see that you got a lot of success on those, but it was a great win by the Canucks. We need to do a video together soon. I'd love to have you on the show again. You're always amazing. So, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Praise the, hey, we just scored. Okay. So I gotta call it a night, everyone. I gotta work tomorrow. It's 10:18 p.m. 125 people still in here. Thank you for being here. Sorry, Joe, that I'm leaving so soon after you arrived, but boy, but let's do that. I'd love to do a game together or some kind of video. I love your takes on our Vancouver Canucks. Okay, everyone. Oh, and Canucks fan land, we need to do one too. I want you on this show if you have the time. So, good night, Trev. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's awkward. But the Canucks win, everyone. Big win. I'm pumped. You're pumped. Let's get it going on tonight to just keep celebrating. And I'll see you tomorrow. Post-game show. Pumped for tomorrow night's game. Man alive. Let's believe in blue and go Canucks go.